Struggling with managing your money? Watch this. We're diving into smart money moves for every income level. Whether you're just starting out or earning big, we've got a plan for you. We'll walk through practical steps tailored for different incomes. A budget for $35K isn't the same as for $100K, and that's okay. The key is to have a plan and take control of your money. Ready to ditch financial stress? Let's get started. Like, subscribe, share this video, and comment with your thoughts or experiences. Let's dive in. All right, folks, let's talk about starting strong when you're making around $35,000 a year. Now, I know what you might be thinking, Dave, that's not a lot of money. How can I possibly get ahead? And listen, I hear you, but let me tell you something. It's not about how much you make, it's about what you do with what you've got. The first order of business, and this goes for everyone, is to build yourself an emergency fund. This is your safety net, your peace of mind. Aim for 1 to 2 months worth of essential expenses. That's rent, groceries, utilities, the bare bones stuff you absolutely need to survive. Trust me, when that unexpected car repair pops up or you have a medical bill, you'll be thanking me. Next up, we need to talk about saving. I know, easier said than done, right? But hear me out, even if it's just $20 a week, get in the habit of setting something aside. Ideally, shoot for 5 to 10% of your take-home pay. Remember, small steps lead to big results over time. Now let's talk about those pesky expenses. We've all got them. Take a hard look at where your money is going. Do you really need that gym membership you never use? Can you cut back on eating out? And for crying out loud, call up your cable company and negotiate a better deal. You'd be surprised how much you can save just by asking. And speaking of saving debt, if you're carrying credit card debt, store credit, or personal loans, it's time to get serious about paying those off. I recommend the debt snowball method. List all your debts smallest to largest, regardless of interest rates. Throw every spare dollar you have at the smallest one while making minimum payments on the rest. Once that first debt is gone, take the money you were throwing at it and attack the next one. It's like a snowball rolling downhill, picking up momentum as it goes. Finally, let's talk about increasing your earning potential. This might mean taking on a side hustle, learning new skills, or networking like crazy. There are tons of free resources online, so there's no excuse. Remember, at this income level, it's all about building those good financial habits and creating a solid foundation for the future. You got this. All right, folks, if you're in the $75,000 income bracket, you're doing something right. You've got a little more breathing room in your budget, but don't get complacent. It's time to step up your financial game and really start building wealth. The first things first, maximize those employer benefits. If your company offers a 401k match, contribute at least enough to get that full match. It's free money, folks. Don't leave it on the table. Next, let's talk about Roth IRAs. These are a fantastic way to invest for retirement and enjoy tax-free growth. Now, I know retirement might seem a long way off, but trust me, it sneaks up on you faster than you think. Start investing now, even if it's just a small amount each month, and you'll thank yourself later. Now let's talk about automation. One of the best things you can do for your finances is to automate your savings and investing. Set up automatic transfers from your checking account to your savings and investment accounts each payday. This way, you're less likely to spend the money, and you'll be surprised how quickly it adds up. At this income level, it's also crucial to shift your mindset from obsessing over every little expense to focusing on the big picture. Sure, clipping coupons and hunting for deals can save you a few bucks here and there, but your time is valuable. Instead, focus on making smart decisions about the big stuff: your housing, your transportation, your career. Speaking of careers, don't be afraid to negotiate your salary or look for new opportunities that offer better pay and benefits. The more you earn, the more you can save and invest, and the faster you can reach your financial goals. And finally, don't be afraid to treat yourself once in a while. You're working hard. You deserve it. Just make sure it's within your budget and doesn't derail your financial progress. Chapter 3. $100,000 and beyond. Managing big bucks the right way. All right, high earners, listen up. If you're pulling in 6 figures or more, congratulations. You've worked hard to get where you are. But with great income comes great responsibility, my friends. It's time to manage those big bucks like the boss you are. Now, the first thing we need to do is define what a rich life really means to you. Is it about fancy cars and designer clothes? Or is it about financial freedom, security, and the ability to pursue your passions? Once you know what's truly important to you, you can start making financial decisions that align with your values. Speaking of values, avoid lifestyle creep. It's easy to fall into the trap of spending more as you earn more, but resist the urge. Just because you can afford that luxury car or that bigger house doesn't mean you should buy it. Remember, the goal is to build wealth, not just accumulate stuff. Now let's talk about financial advisors. If you're working with one, make sure they're working in your best interest. Be wary of advisors who charge percentage-based fees, as this can eat into your returns. Look for a fee-only fiduciary advisor who is legally obligated to put your interests first. One of the biggest financial decisions you'll ever make is whether to rent or buy a home. Now, I'm a big fan of owning your own place, but only if it makes financial sense. Don't fall for the renting is throwing money away myth. Sometimes renting can actually be the smarter financial move, especially if you live in a high-cost area or you're not planning on staying put for a while. And finally, let's talk about investing. With a higher income, you have more money to invest, which means you have the potential to grow your wealth exponentially. But don't get fancy. Stick with low-cost index funds or target date funds. They're diversified, they perform well over the long term, and they won't keep you up at night worrying about the market. Remember, folks, managing money wisely isn't about deprivation. It's about being intentional with your spending, making smart investments, and building a life of true wealth and abundance. Take control of your finances and build your dream future. There you have it, folks. No matter where you are on your financial journey, there are always smart moves you can make to improve your situation. Remember, it's not about how much you make, it's about what you do with what you've got. Being strategic, intentional, and personalized in your financial planning is key. What works for someone else might not work for you, and that's okay. The important thing is to find what works for you, stick with it, and don't be afraid to ask for help along the way. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more financial tips. Until next time, keep winning with your money.